Spent 3.3 years as the Vice President of Finance of WireImage.com, which is the world's largest celebrity entertainment photography licensing agency. The company was sold to Getty Images a year ago for $208 million. I moved on to a lead generation portal where I'm founding advisor and CFO. We're doing 300 monthly uniques and approximately $4 million in revenue in 2008. I'm a photographer, a fine artist, a CPA, and a microstock fanatic. I'm here to talk to you about microstock. I'm taking something from the photography world, which is a proven business model known as microstock, and I'm applying it to the music industry. From a customer perspective, you can simply browse our archive by music, sound effects, browse by tags, you can search it. We license stock music and sound effects for $1. The reason we are different from any other library out there is that we crowdsource our content and we sell it for $1. That is microstock. Crowdsource, sell it for $1. From an artist perspective, you can instantly sign up, register, and begin uploading. You upload content, it goes into the queue. We either approve it or reject it based upon quality. And if it's approved, it goes right into our archive. You can immediately begin licensing for $1 per minute. We send you a 50% royalty every month directly to your PayPal account. You can monitor your downloads in real time. We're very artist friendly. Traditional customers license stock music and sound effects for $1,000 or and up per track. We sell it for $1. It's nearly identical content. It's coming from, well, unknown artists all over the world. Who purchases it? Television, film, production, radio, and video industry, the entire industry. Hollywood, we're right in their sweet spot. If you close your eyes and watch television, what you will hear is continual stock music and sound effects, music cues, all throughout the background. They pay big money for that. We're about to crowdsource it and sell it for $1. The greatest thing about microstock is that 50% of the customers actually come from the community itself. Let me just elaborate on that. If you're a musician, you upload classical music. Well, you may be working on your next project where you're hired to do the sound, and you don't write hip-hop, but you need hip-hop for that particular scene. Well, where do you get your hip-hop? The same place you license your classical. You pull it down from our archive and put it into your project. The music industry needs this. It's democratic, it's easy licensing. You don't have to talk to a sales rep, you don't have to negotiate usage. It's one general use under the sun for the most part. We're seeing a lull in traditional media today. Let's be honest about it. They're down approximately 10% in terms of their market caps. This is just a broad sweeping generalization. And in order to help improve the bottom line, we fit right in their sweet spot. We can help reduce those production costs. We can help them monetize those assets that they're sitting on. It's a $3 billion market. I started out with comparing to photography. That's a $2 billion market. This is a larger space that's not been microstockatized yet. Photography saw microstock take off. So the world's largest microstock agency in photography is doing $122 million a year in revenue this year. In 2012, they're going to do $262 million in revenue. This is big business. This can be $1 billion company. This is serious. Getty Images, world's largest photo agency, 1/3 to 1/2 of their entire business will be microstock in 2012. They admit that, and 10 years ago, microstock didn't even exist. It's on the rise. Traditional rights managed, where you negotiate price per image, price per content, declining. Traditional royalty-free, where you buy it on a CD and you get a collection of content, declining, stabilized, not growing. Free yet ad-supported models, the YouTube model, slap ads on it. Difficult to monetize, distracting to viewers, and you can't do that with music. You can't put a film score that has ads going through it. So microstock, bottom line, it's revolutionary, it's proven, it's accepted, and growing. It's here to stay. It is the future of content licensing. Open up to vocals, open up to ASCAP and BMI artists. We can do this really soon. Right now, you need to wholly own your content, but once we start opening up to big bands and we become the launching platform for big bands, we will be the destination where you go to prove yourself before you're ready for your record deal. 3-year goal, 1 million clips in our archive. We're going to market, we're proving it's easy to do by going right to musicians. They're easy to find, they hang out in particular forums, they read particular blogs, we go right to them, we invite them to be a part of our platform, and they're showing up. Promotional contests. We're giving away 100 iPods right now. Every month we give away promotional contests. We're giving away MacBooks, we give away Pro Tools. Every single month there's a promotional contest. You want to fill out the archive and we don't have blues? Promotional contest for the best blues track this month. You'll get unbelievable submission. Affiliate marketing campaign. We'll give you royalty for all the traffic you generate and drive to our site. Again, just launched beta 1 week ago. 75 new artists, 450 accepted tracks. This slide's 2 days old. We're looking for content libraries and creators, strategic partners. Can't stress that anymore. MySpace over here, you've got a bunch of musicians on your site. They're having a hard time proving that it's a safe place to put their content, monetize their content. We'll license it. This is commercial use, it's not personal use. So we'll get them exposure, we'll get them played in short films, and launch their careers. The money's in the music. I mean, how long is music? It's typically over a couple minutes, so the bigger dollar tracks are also there. Again, sound effects is just help building the community. The widgets in the work, the Adobe Desktop Air app, where you can literally browse the archive online. The Pro Tools plugin, where you can take things right out of the AudioMicro archive and slap it right into your Pro Tools, right into your mix, is in the works. a proprietary freeware which embeds, when you have a WAV file, it's called ID3 metadata, right? You can embed in that artist name, tags, all kinds of things, the genre. We're going to give away freeware that allows, just strictly for AudioMicro, we'll call it an exclusive freeware, to tag and embed their stuff and then easily drag and drop FTP. We have a multi-file upload page right now. You can go ahead and upload 20 tracks at once, and once we have FTP, you can take 100 tracks in our FTP queue. It'll auto-populate, it'll extract all the ID3 metadata, and stuff goes live. It makes it simple. It's honestly, I can't stress this point more than anything. I'm a professional photographer, and I come from the photography industry. It's so much like photography that it's amazing. The parallels in the music industry and the breakdown of rights managed royalty-free in microstock, as well as the way the embedded metadata works, as well as data transfer, file size. Licensing is slightly different. Other than the existence of ASCAP BMI, that's it. That's like the only main difference. We're focused on artists right now. If I have every dollar in my resources, it goes right now to content recruiting, artist recruiting, content deals, and I've got a couple deals potentially in the works with large archives, with some Hollywood folks. We're in Hollywood, we're in Sherman Oaks, and to ingest right into the archive. And literally like composers that have written scores for big films. Content, 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 content. And everyone in the content world, I hope, can agree with me that good content, and this isn't just, okay, you build a website, people show up, but good content brings customers. So proving the merit of our archive and the quality, and I'm just blown away. People also like to ask the question, what are you going to get that people want to sell for $1? There are some unbelievable artists that want to sell their stuff for $1. There are 100,000 musicians in LA that want to sell their stuff for $1. There are 100,000 out from Nashville that want to do it. It's composers and songwriters that want to break out. This is the place for them to be, to break their... There's also a thing called gratis, where if you want to be on TV, you give your stuff away to the television program, and then you just wait for the ASCAP check to show up. And literally, you don't get a front-end royalty. I actually give you a nice front-end royalty. You can get exclusive content by paying them an increased royalty. So, and I do that. You can check it per track. So, if you want 50% royalty, you're standard non-exclusive contributor. If you say that AudioMicro is the exclusive licensor, we pay you 60. So we'll up that. We can also up that even more. You can also do what's called an extended license. So if someone wants to buy out the track and say, you know, I'm CNBC, I want that production element where it goes da-na-na, da-na-na, or ESPN, whatever it is, that production element. They don't want anybody else to have that. They do a flat-out buyout. It's called an extended license. You upsell that $100, $500. We'll deal with the pricing. There's a million things we need to implement now. We're working on implementing. That's why I couldn't stress the capital thing enough, because there's all these moving parts that need to get going together. But that's an additional revenue stream for the artists as well. They can promote their own business. They have their own homepages. So